This video is for my Alaskan motherfuckers. There is a Senate race going on in Alaska. It is between Dan Sullivan and incumbent Mark Begich. Now, I don't really like Mark Begich that much, but lately he has been taking shit from this fucking Dan Sullivan, who is a Republican, and he worked for Condoleezza Rice in the Bush administration and served in Iraq and Afghanistan as a Marine. Sullivan is really desperate right now because he is polling lower than Begich. Now, the whole premise up here, the whole issue up here is always going to be Democrats. And Obama hurts Begich, no question, but not as bad as you would think, especially in conservative Alaska. Because the Alaskan economy right now is really good. Corporate investment is up, and Begich, while not entirely his doing, his plans that he put in as mayor of Anchorage, which is our biggest city, the one I live in, are paying off, and they're paying off in a big way. It's all over. Infrastructure, unemployment is down, and our dividend is $1,800 this year. Last year it was $900. Oh, and by the way, we get that right before we vote. And voters in Alaska love their dividends. So here's this shit federal employee, Dan Sullivan, attacking Mark Begich, who, say what you want about him, and believe me, there's a lot to say, he has lived virtually his entire life in Anchorage and in Alaska. He owns businesses. He has shown everyone that he can lead not only locally as mayor and representative, but now in the last 6 years federally. Sullivan now has these fucking attack ads narrated by his wife. How low can you get, right? But anyway, she comes out first and says her family has been in Alaska for thousands of years. Not generations, but thousands of years. Great, and she's dumb. I don't know if I think she might be partially native, half native, I don't know what she is, but to say thousands of years is just ridiculous and makes you sound like the fucking idiot that you are. But they're Republicans, what can you expect? Then Flimsy attacks Begich with this shit about how Alaskans, because she speaks for all of us, of course, don't criticize military service, Alaskans honor it. What the fuck is that fascist totalitarian shit? Only military juntas say shit like that. This is fucking America, and this is fucking Alaska. Yes, this state is heavily subsidized by the military, but we also have a large independent base that thinks military colonization in Iraq and Afghanistan is wrong, and it will eventually cause us in the United States to continue to be less safe, whatever the fuck that means to you. So to Sullivan and all his douchebag supporters and campaign ads, go fuck yourselves. You don't speak for Alaskans, and your candidate isn't fucking Audie Murphy. He is an asshole. And by the way, challenging the military is what Thomas Jefferson was all about. Ben Franklin and virtually every other founding father were against standing armies. And Eisenhower, which is idolized in the state of Alaska because he was the president when we got statehood, said it in his farewell address. After 8 years of being president of the United States, the military-industrial complex must never outweigh our freedoms. We aren't Russia, we aren't Germany in the 1930s, or we aren't North Korea. We are America. Remember that, Dan Sullivan, former Marine and Bush administration federal lackey.